Hi everybody, how are you? So the first thing first, that in this pandemic extraordinary situation, I hope you are doing very, very well health wise, and you are taking an adequate care of not only yourself but your near and dear ones as well. Very, very important to get vaccinated. This is a very good opportunity. You should get some very effective vaccines are there, and the first priority is to keep ourselves healthy and our near and dear ones healthy. So this is point number one. I hope you are doing very well on this regard. So regarding NEET UG 2021, all that you need to know, the first thing first, the first question in the mind of every student today is, what is the date of NEET entrance exam? Probably this is the number one question that is bothering every NEET aspirant. The date is not yet finally out. We are not very sure about the syllabus as well. We do not know that when is this going to happen. So there is a lot of uncertainty, and that uncertainty is actually breeding anxiety. And because of that anxiety, we are not able to study well, and our output is not up to the mark, and we do not feel satisfied with ourselves, and that actually gives a positive feedback, and there is more anxiety that is breeded out of this mentality. So this is the basic problem that majority of the students that we talk about are actually facing right now. So we have been associated with thousands of students. So this is the most important thing. So let me tell you something very, very important. Do not make any assumptions about what is not certain. Please try to understand what I am saying. This is going to breed anxiety. इसकी वजह से एंजाइटी होगी अगर आपने किसी ऐसी चीज के बारे में सोचना शुरू किया जो आपके हाथ में नहीं है. You are not the decision maker. The government will come out with the dates very, very soon. As of now, what exactly is certain? So let us base our all assumptions on something which is actually absolutely certain. So today is 14th of June. What we absolutely know, point number one is that the exam is not cancelled. That is for sure. So this exam is going to happen. So last year also, amid the pandemic in September, there were a large number of cases. The exam was actually held. So exam probably has been postponed but not cancelled. So point number one, we are absolutely sure the exam is going to happen this year. Number two, most likely this exam, today the date we have is 1st of August. So the date is 1st of August, and this is what we need to stick to. 1 अगस्त डेट दी हुई है, और इसी डेट को अभी आप फाइनल मान के चलिए, बिकॉज यू नीड अ clear goal. You need a clear target to hit. If there is no target in front of you and you are throwing arrows at it, it is not going to strike anywhere. You require a particular point, a target point in your mind, and please keep this target point at 1st of August as of now. Moreover, if we think logically, August will be the best time to conduct NEET entrance exam, for the simple reason that many leaders of the country are saying that there is a real chance of a third wave of the pandemic that may hit India. And if that happens, it may be Dr. Kapoor will be a better person to talk about it. When he talks to you, he will give you a better perspective. But my thinking is that this third wave may be in September and October. So when do you conduct the exam? So exam, the best month to conduct the exam should be August. It may or may not happen on 1st of August, because there is an issue. There is an application form that needs to be filled. Then there has to be a correction window. Then the issuing of the admit card, etc. It takes time. But still, what I will today do as of 14th of June, 3 p.m., I would say that the exam is on 1st of August. I will not go on the social media and try to read the comments of every person who doesn't matter, basically, and who is not a deciding property, because it is going to breed anxiety. Everybody is having a point of opinion, but because we want to be successful in an entrance examination, we want to have our foundation on the facts that are absolutely clear to us. One, that the exam is going to happen. And today the date is 1st of August. Most likely this is going to happen in August month as well. So we should be absolutely ready for the 1st of August. It is no harm if we get extra time, then we will do something else in that. We will not waste that time as well. It will be good to have an additional time, and therefore we can have one more revision. But keep this thing in mind, and let us say that the date is 1st of August as of now. The exam is not cancelled. I hope this thing is now absolutely clear to everyone. This is my point number one regarding the biggest uncertainty that the students are facing regarding the date. Let us try to remove the clutter. Do not be overawed by the information that is given by, do not be swayed by the information that is given on the internet and the social media. Clear the clutter, keep your mind focused, and think about the 1st of August as the highly likely date for conduction of NEET entrance examination. So this is point number one. The second point that I wanted to talk about is the second uncertainty. What would be the syllabus? The thing is that we do not yet know the syllabus. The government has not yet come out with the syllabus. I will strongly request the government to at least come out with the syllabus so that we are absolutely sure about it. Again, what we exactly know is that the chairman of NTA has said that there would be no reduction in the syllabus, and the syllabus will be complete. So the complete syllabus they are going to ask. This has been categorically said by the chairman of the National Testing Agency, not once but more than once, that the syllabus will be complete. And what about the pattern? The pattern would be again the same pattern, multiple choice questions, and there would be a negative marking of 25%. That is also absolutely sure. The third thing is that what about the 70-30 thing? So what is happening with the 70% syllabus and the 30% syllabus? So 30% of the syllabus was cut from the board examination syllabus, and the board exams have been cancelled. The board exams have been cancelled. And what is going to happen? So what is the basic thing that we actually know? वो कौन सी चीज है जो हमें पक्के तौर पे पता है? एनटीए ने अभी इस साल 2 एग्जाम लिए हैं. द एग्जाम्स वर 2 सेशंस ऑफ जेई मेन, and the same thing applied to JEE main. That is the thing where we will actually check ourselves. So NTA ने 2 एग्जाम लिए हैं, उसमें भी जेई मेन में उन्होंने ये कहा था कि हम कंप्लीट सिलेबस देंगे और इंटरनल चॉइसेस देंगे. सो दैट मींस उन्होंने ये कहा कि वी विल गिव इंटरनल चॉइसेस. And now we are in a position to see what happened in the NEET, in the JEE main. So in the JEE main, there were internal choices in one of the sections. So in one of the sections, you had to do only 5 questions out of 10. And therefore, you have to actually attempt only 25 questions, 20 in section A. All 20 questions in section A were from 70% reduced syllabus. All of them. I have personally checked the 4 papers or 8 papers of chemistry, and all the questions in section A were from the 70% of the syllabus, the reduced syllabus. And when they came to section B, there were 10 questions, and in those 10 questions, you had to attempt 5. And I can tell you that at least 6 questions were again from the 70% reduced syllabus. So which means that if you are in a position where there is a lot of syllabus that is still left, you do not know what to do, at least focus on the 70% of the syllabus that was being asked for the board examination, because we believe that this is where probably 85 to 90% of the paper at least will be formed. So this is a very, very important thing that I am telling you, that I already have the luxury of looking at the 2 papers already conducted by the National Testing Agency, and now we know that this is what we are going to see in the NEET entrance exam. Hypothetically, they may give 200 questions. 200 questions, you have to attempt 180, and 20 questions there will be choices, and you can attempt either this or that, and majority of them again may be from the reduced 70% syllabus. So which means that this 70% syllabus automatically becomes very, very important in the scheme of the things. So this is what we exactly know. I hope you are getting this point. I am telling you the strategy. I am telling you how to prioritize. I am telling you something about Pareto principle, where it says you must be able to understand that what are the most important things that will give you maximum result. So this is one of the important parameters that actually is going to give you lot of result here, and a positive result. And now let us look at another thing. Suppose there is one more big problem. The problem is that you probably have not attended any offline classes throughout the year. Now, when I record video, and I can say with conviction that my videos in biology are loved much by the students. So they are considered very good videos. But when I record a video of 25 minutes, say for example, for 25 minutes or 30 minutes duration, and when we analyze the analytics that the Google provides us, we see that the average duration of the watching of the video over the time. So suppose there are 10,000, 20,000 views, but the average duration of viewership is not more than 6 to 7 minutes. This is for a very good video. Normally it is only 2 to 3 minutes. So now we know that when you are looking at the online classes, this is a scientifically established fact that after 15 minutes you are not able to put your attention. This is another problem that the students are actually facing, that it is not possible to watch into the screen of the mobile phone for 1 hour. After 15 minutes the concentration goes. So now what this problem will go on to do, this problem will make a problem in the physical paper. So this paper is of 3 hours. Have you ever sat for 3 hours? Have you ever done the 3-hour questions? Are you doing the online classes for 15-20 minutes and then leaving it? And what is going to happen? This will become a part of your habit, and after 15-20 minutes you will not be able to concentrate. So what I am trying to tell you is that you fix 2 to 5 p.m. This is the time that the NEET entrance exam is going to be held. So that means twice a week you fix this time and do a previous year paper. And sit for 3 hours and do it in an offline manner, and get a copy of the OMR sheet, fill the OMR sheet, put a mask on, sit only on the table and the desk, and only not in air conditioner. Probably you are not going to get the air conditioned classrooms at the examination center, and just in a fan try to build this attention span for 3 hours. You may be knowing a lot of things, but if you are not attentive throughout the 3 hours, the problem is that there would be unforced error and you may incur negative marking. It doesn't matter. You may say, sir, we have already done the past year papers. Doesn't matter. But the idea is that you should attempt this paper again. You have seen the question. I don't bother. I don't have any problem with this. You just go through the simulation of the real exam at your home again and again. So what happens is that your circadian rhythm is now attuned to the NEET UG entrance examination, and 2 to 5 you will be at the peak of your output. So this is how you build your energy cycle. This is why you practice again and again. I tell my students, the more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in war. This is why practice is done. Practice is done to commit all sorts of error, learn from it, and do not repeat those errors in the real examination center. So this is a very important thing that I want to tell the students, that this is one of the important strategies from now to the NEET entrance examination. This is what you need to do. And another part of the plan of action would be, say, let us say many of the students tell me, sir, syllabus khatam nahi ho raha. So this is a very common problem. Most of the students feel कि अभी दोबारा पढ़ना है. I have to read everything again, because they are not feeling confident about it. And when they start reading, they open the textbook और फिर शुरू से शुरू हो जाते हैं. They begin from the beginning itself, and they have to revise everything before each and every paper, and only then they feel confident. So let me tell you that perfectionism is a wastage of time. Now please try to understand what I am saying. I am saying good enough is good enough. So which means that you may take 10 years, the still you may have a feeling that ki syllabus khatam nahi hua. That happens. So please try to remember this. There would be, make a list of the topics. So let us say you make a list of 22 chapters in biology in class 11th, and now you give starring. So that means you give 5 star to those topics which you are absolutely sure that you are absolutely good. And say, for example, you say that digestive system is okay. This is 5 star. Do not include this digestive system in any of your revision schedule. Straight away attempt the questions. Do not waste the time in reading the NCERT again if it is a 5 star. It may happen that in locomotion and movement, you know about the joints and the bones. This is 5 star, and this probably needs to be revised. So this is how, what you do on pen and paper. On pen and paper, you actually categorize your topic, give 1 or 2 hours to this exercise, and suddenly you will realize that 50% of the syllabus is actually in my control. So that what I am left with is only 50%, and suddenly the burden on your mind, the anxiety actually reduces, and you will be able to work better. This is how you rationalize the thing. So do not go for everything every time. And again, I am telling you that even in this syllabus, if you need to prioritize where is the maximum result going to come from, then look at those topics which were present in the 70% of the syllabus that was being scheduled to be asked in the board examination as well. So this is a very, very important strategy plan that I have advised many students, and they are giving me feedback that it is working for them. So practice of the previous year papers 2 to 5, try to bring the concentration of for 3 hours. That will give you how much time do you take for physics, how much time do you take for chemistry, how much time do you take for biology. If you speed up, is there more negative marking? So what would be the sequence of the subjects in which you will like to attempt in the examination hall? Are you committing the mistake of getting the question correct and marking it wrong in the OMR? Because that will be a shame. Do not try to do this. And therefore, more and more you practice, all these unnecessary errors will be going out, and your score is going to increase. And obviously, when in the practice paper you are doing better and better, it will build your confidence, and confidence is 50% of the game. I would say 90% of the game is actually confidence. If you are confident that you will be able to do well in the exam, obviously you are correct. And if you do not feel confident that you will be able to do better, again, you may be correct. So idea is to get your confidence level high. And how do you get confidence? By practice. By practice, by committing error, rectifying them, make a register. The questions that you are getting again and again wrong, these are the questions that must be documented in a folder or in a register, and that is the register that you will have to see only 2 days before the exam. So before the exam, 2 days before the exams, you do not open all the textbook. Again, you will be lost. So please try to condense everything into a capsule. The capsule that we give, it is a targeted thing, and that register should be ready, which contains all the points that you are frequently committing error, and this is what you need to revise before your exam as well. The final point would be about biology. So because I am an expert in biology, let me tell you, the textbook that is needed is NCERT. So about biology, I can actually say this is with conviction that the textbook that is needed is only and only NCERT, and you require to do all the past year papers for past, say for example, 7 to 10 years. So not more than that. This is enough. And if you do, and if you understand all these questions that have been asked in 7 to 10 years, and you stick to NCERT, I can assure you that more than 85 questions out of 90 will be covered by this only. And biology, again, you can score very fast. You can complete biology in 45 to 50 minutes, all 90 questions, filling with the OMR. And if you practice well, then the error will be reduced. And in the examination hall, if by the end of the 1 hour you have finished 50% of the paper, remember biology is 50%, immediately you feel confident that you will do better. And this confidence rubs over to the section of the physics and chemistry as well, and you will do better in physics and chemistry. So this is a very important thing about biology. A very important point about some people, some students who may be planning to go abroad. So if there are students who are planning to go abroad, now let me remind them that the NEET qualification marks last year were 147 out of 720. And that mark is actually, those marks are actually doable with biology alone. So still there is time. You can prepare the biology, at least you can prepare the 70% of the biology, and you will be assured of this qualifying marks simply alone from biology itself. So this is the importance of the biology for that segment of the students who are actually trying to go abroad, because we do not know yet when is the academic session is going to begin in India. There may be few students who may be thinking that we actually may not clear NEET, we will be planning the NEET for the next entrance exam. All these students, those are who are thinking of the private colleges, etc., the abroad option is now a very, very exciting option, and you can actually qualify this NEET entrance exam with biology. So in the larger picture of the NEET entrance exam, and moreover in the narrower picture for the abroad students, you can understand the impact of biology. Finally, the general thing is that you must sleep 7 to 9 hours per day. Take adequate amount of water intake, and please try to do some meditation, try to do some breathing control. We will do a separate webinar on this, that how do you get the best out of you. So there is a healthy diet, a limited there are so many problems here, but still you can actually walk in your house itself. You can do some sort of exercises. It may be yoga, it may be meditation. You control your breathing. You talk to people. If you are feeling anxiety, if you are feeling any depression, if you are feeling any sore point, please try to talk to the people who are near and dear to you, because when you ask help, you can easily get help, and these things can be very easily controlled, very, very easily controlled. It is but natural that this batch of students appearing in NEET UG 2021 will be having a lot of anxiety issue, because this is very, very unusual thing that is happening all over the world. It is happening once in 100-year phenomena. So I have all my sympathies with you, but all said and done, the professional thing is that you still have to qualify an entrance examination, and therefore you must be in your best mental health. So that means when you look at the definition of World Health Organization, it defines health as a complete state of not only physical but mental and social well-being. So therefore mental health is very important, social health is very important. You are stuck in the house with your family members, try to make this time count. Probably so much time you are not going to get with your family members again in your life. Once you go to medical college, it will become very hectic, and you may not get all these quality times. Try to make most out of it, and this will actually again reduce anxiety. So a healthy diet, a healthy lifestyle, you will be doing better academically. So these are the 5 points that I wanted to discuss today, and over to sir. Paper attempting strategy, that is what I am saying, that you practice yourself. So every person will have a different strategy. Normally in medical entrance, I tell students to go for biology section first. Now this is not cast in iron. This is not the only method of attempting the paper, but normally I would tell them that if you are good in biology, because 90% of the students who are attempting NEET entrance exam are good in biology, and if you begin with your strong point, so in 1 hour you have attempted already 90 questions, and in your mind you know that definitely 85%, 85 plus are correct, and this breeds again that I was telling you, that this gives you a confidence, and that you take to physics and chemistry. The second thing that I tell students normally is to do chemistry or physics. This is their own personal choice. So my choice would be, if you ask me what would you do, so I would do physics, because it takes time. So otherwise what is going to happen, that if you are leaving the physics for the end, then suddenly the time is clicking and you find that there are so many questions left, and obviously then there is an error that actually comes in. So my suggestion normally would be biology, physics and chemistry. But again, as I told you, this is not fixed. That is why I told you, practice, try to do some paper, and see yourself that what works for you, and what works for you, stick to it, and have confidence that this is the best strategy for myself. And this is why I told you, do the previous year papers, even if you know the answers, doesn't matter. Just see that what is the degree of accuracy. Just see that what exactly is the time that you are taking for a particular section, and what is the error rate. Number 2, do not get stuck on a question. Every question is of 4 marks. So if you do a very difficult question in 10 minutes time, you are still going to get only 4 marks. So the good strategy would be that you actually skip it and go and attempt another 5 questions in those 10 minutes. That is a better strategy. Now the problem is that once you leave a question, there is a question that you have prepared. The question has come in the examination and suddenly you are not getting the answer. Now this question actually troubles you a lot. कोई ऐसा क्वेश्चन आपके सामने आ गया जो आपने बहुत तैयारी कर रखी है और एग्जाम में आ भी गया और एग्जाम में आपसे नहीं हो रहा. ये क्वेश्चन बेटे वो है जो आपको छोड़ने नहीं देगा. So there is a book by Shiv Kheda where he says how they catch the monkeys. So monkeys को जब वो पकड़ते हैं तो एक जार रख देते हैं और साउथ इंडिया में कुछ जगह पर जार रख देते हैं और उसके अंदर ड्राई फ्रूट्स रख देते हैं. सो मॉन्की जब अपना हाथ डालता है तो वो इस ड्राई फ्रूट को पकड़ता है तो वो फिस्ट क्लेंच कर लेता है और जब वो हाथ को बाहर निकालता है तो ये फिस्ट की वजह से ये हाथ चौड़ा हो गया, ये बाहर नहीं निकल सकता. एंड देयरफॉर सिंपल सा काम मॉन्की क्या कर सकता है कि इट कैन एक्चुअली लीव दिस ड्राई फ्रूट और उसका हाथ बाहर निकल जाएगा, बट इज अनेबल. वो ड्राई फ्रूट को पकड़े रहता है, हाथ भी बाहर नहीं निकलता और पकड़ा जाता है. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू से. आई एम सेइंग कि ये जो इस तरह के क्वेश्चन है, these type of questions that are very near and dear to you, they are very complicated question, and you know that I have done this question but it will take 5 to 10 minutes to calculate. Please skip this. Again when you do practice, this skipping will come natural to you, otherwise it will keep on bothering the entire paper and the paper may go wrong. So this is the strategy that I normally suggest, and I will tell you that this biology should be less than 1 hour. So this is including the OMR filling, then you give some time to physics and then to chemistry. Ji madam, next.
Yes, sir.
Class 11th, you have done 12th, I presume, and now because you are appearing for the NEET. So whatever the test series people are asking, you have read it once. No doubt about it. It is okay that you have to revise it once more to be more confident in the paper, but develop a temperament. Develop a temperament, something like this. The first thing that I will suggest you is that your own plan is the best plan. So stick to your plan. Do not change plan according to the every test series that you are attempting. Please make it a very important thing. Otherwise, all the progress will be derailed. So keep your plan at the core. And do not be afraid to attempt the paper where there will be a few questions that you have not yet prepared, but they are pointing you towards what needs to be done in the future. Take these exams in the right spirit. Now go with the mentality that I have not prepared for 100%, I have prepared for 75%, and in those 75%, if I am getting all correct, then I am going right. And I am going right. And do not worry about the 25%. Attempt them. This is the spirit that I want you to develop, and see that what is the mistake that you are committing. Document the mistake. You can bookmark the mistake so that you can revise it when you actually revise this topic. Stick to your plan. Do not change plan according to every test series. When something is abhyas, then it is a practice. Am I right? So can I actually translate the word abhyas into practice? And why do you practice? You do practice to know that what are your shortcomings, what are your, obviously this will also tell you that what exactly is your strength. So what exactly is your strength? So you are doing some abhyas papers and you know that there is a set of chapters where I am always getting the questions right. Immediately the burden of the syllabus is reduced by probably 70%, and you know that my shortcomings are only in 30%. As long as any test series sticks largely to the NCERT, because we both know that the paper is coming from the NCERT. So I'm not talking about only NTA Abhyas. I am talking of any test series. It will be useful provided it sticks to the NCERT. So what I am going to tell you is that in this Abhyas test series, there are some questions that have been asked in, say, for example, 2003 AIPMT exam, and these questions may not be relevant. So हो सकता है तेजस के सामने ये प्रॉब्लम आ रही हो कि अभ्यास टेस्ट सीरीज में हो सकता है कुछ क्वेश्चंस ऐसे हो जो पुरानी एनसीईआरटी से थे, पुराने सिलेबस से थे, and he is now not understanding whether I have to read it or I have to leave it. ये है प्रॉब्लम बेटे. Is it the problem, Tejas? Just now I told you There are 22 chapters. Make a list of 22 chapters. Make a list of 16 chapters on class 11th, and strike out those that are 100% you are absolutely sure. Say, for example, class 12th. So there is a chapter which probably every student loves. This is called as microbes in human welfare. There are probably 10 to 15 questions that are asked in a roundabout manner from microbes in human welfare, and you are absolutely sure about it. Or in the microbes in human welfare, there is a problem, say, for example, in the production of biogas, or there may be a problem in the sewage treatment plant. So only these are the chapters. So unless and until you document something, see, my generation has a big advantage. I am telling you, technology has revolutionized the world. But what we had, the advantage was, I think Kapoor sir will be telling you much better on this regard. I will bring Kapoor sir in this, that we used to write on pen and paper. So when we used to write in pen and paper, it was always in front of our mind, in front of our eyes, and something which is when it is in set, when it is in sight, it will remain in mind as well. And only those tasks will be completed जो आपने लिख लिए हैं, जो आप सोच रहे हैं और आपने डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं किया. आपने देखा होगा कि 10 में से 8 टास्क कंप्लीट नहीं होते, आप भूल जाते हैं. So unless and until you document something, and that documentation will give you a confidence as well कि 38 में से let us say 20 chapters को तो मुझे करना नहीं है. So अब मेरे पास कितने बचे? 18. Yes, let me give first a reading of NCERT and then attempt questions. And again I am telling you the importance of the past year entrance. NTA ने अब तक 4 पेपर लिए हैं बेटे, 4, और चारों पेपर में करीब करीब सारा पेपर एनसीईआरटी की लाइन से है. दैट इज अ ग्रेट पॉइंटर टू यू. ये पेपर कैसे आएगा? सर,
Yes.
Sir, your thoughts on pen and paper, sir? You are talking, you are hearing to Air Marshal. Now, this is Air Marshal means it's not simply 2 words. He was responsible for the decision at a very, very huge level. And deciding to decide is something which we lack. And this is what we learn from him. How do you decide? So it is very good to plan and then have a planning paralysis and do nothing. Then that comes to nothing. So, sir, when he talks, he is something that you must listen to. Yes, sir. फिजिक्स वो पॉइंट है जो मेडिकल एंट्रेंस में बच्चों को बहुत परेशान करता है. तो आई वुड सजेस्ट दैट वी वुड डू, सर, अ सेपरेट थिंग ऑन फिजिक्स एंड केमिस्ट्री, इफ यू अलाउ. Physics and chemistry very soon, because it is not to be taken casually. Right now I can tell you something. Is that this is what I frequently tell students. Is educated means in Hindi I will write it as पढ़ा, और जो मैं अभी कह रहा था जो आजकल की जनरेशन में प्रॉब्लम है वो लिखा, ये नहीं है. This is not there. So how do you practice physics? So you take question and you write in the register. So do not do it on a rough sheet. You take an example of the I am giving you this point after talking to the toppers of the medical entrance examination and IIT entrance examination. I have been in the company of these students for the past 23-24 years. So मैं आपको उन बच्चों की बात बता रहा हूं जिनकी 1, 2, 3, 4 रैंक आती है बेटे इस इनकोवेटेड एग्जाम्स में. बाद में जाके सिविल सर्विसेज जैसे एग्जाम में भी जिनकी 1, 2 रैंक आती है. आई कैन कोट द नेम ऑफ माय क्लासमेट मनोज गोविल. ही वाज सेकंड इन आईआईटी, देन सेकंड इन आईएएस. सो जस्ट इन ये लोग मुझे क्या बताते हैं? ये कहते हैं कि वी टेक अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ फिजिक्स and we actually solve them बिल्कुल एग्जैक्टली जैसे सॉल्व करते हैं. स्टेप नंबर 1, स्टेप नंबर 2, स्टेप नंबर 3, स्टेप नंबर 4. एंड सपोज दे डू नॉट गेट द आंसर, then they show their teacher this work that they have done, and they ask the teacher, where is my problem, which is the step that I have committed wrong. तो वो आपको टीचर एग्जैक्टली पॉइंट आकर के बता देगा कि यहां पर आपने फोर्स की डायरेक्शन से फॉर एग्जांपल ठीक नहीं ली है. सो दैट मींस यू हैव टू राइट. नॉर्मली हम क्या करते हैं? वी टेक अ गाइड एंड वी गो टू द टीचर एंड वी से सर 27, 23 और 29 ये वाले क्वेश्चंस कर दीजिए, एंड ही टेल्स यू द आंसर एंड यू कम बैक. दैट इज नॉट डाउट क्लियरिंग. So doubt clearing is you actually document all the steps, just show that how you are attempting the question, and the teacher specifically points out that this is where the problem is. So suppose you know the formula, you put in the figures, and there may be a problem in calculating the answer, and you may actually see that you do not do the computations well. The calculation part is when it gets lengthy, there is an error. So again, this calculation part can be taken care of by more and more practice. More and more practice, you will see that these type of things will go out of your system. आपने किसी ऐसे लोगों को देखा होगा जो बहुत ज्यादा लिटरेट नहीं है, लेकिन बहुत सालों से बिजनेस चलते हैं, चलाते हैं, तो अगर उनको आप एक नोट की गड्डी दे दें, पैसे की गड्डी दे दें, तो वो बिल्कुल ठीक गिन लेते हैं बहुत तेजी से। लेकिन आप गिनते हैं तो कई बार 99, कई बार 101 आता है। कई बार आपके साथ हुआ होगा कि आपने एक नोट के उसको गिनना शुरू किया तो कभी 99 आता है, कभी 101 आता है। दिस इज द कैलकुलेशन एरर। पर वो जो आदमी जिसको रोज की ये आदत है, वो हो सकता है तोल के भी बता दे इसमें कितने नंबर, कितने नोट्स हैं। सो दिस इज व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, देयर इज अ मोटर मेमोरी। आपकी मसल की भी मेमोरी होती है। सो इवन इफ योर माइंड इज स्टक, still the muscle actually keeps on moving. जब आप गाड़ी चलाते हैं तो सोच के नहीं लगाते हैं ब्रेक कि अब मुझे ये ब्रेक लगाना है, अब मुझे एक्सेलरेटर दबाना है, ऐसा नहीं करते। इट बिकम्स स्टीरियोटाइप, और ये प्रैक्टिस से आता है। आप सुबह ब्रश करते हैं, आपको नहीं पता आपने कौन कौन से दांत के ऊपर ढंग से ब्रश किया है, लेकिन दैट इज नाउ ऑटोमेटेड। ये काम हमेशा ठीक होगा। क्यों? क्योंकि एक मोटर मेमोरी बन गई है। सो इमीडिएटली पहला पॉइंट तो मैं आपको ये बता सकता हूं कि आप इस तरह से प्रैक्टिस कीजिए। जी सर, I told you stick to a test series. Stick to a test series that actually will be conforming to the NCERT. What I can do is, I cannot, I'm not a subject expert in physics and chemistry, but if sir agrees, I can provide you full syllabus, 5-7 papers on biology. This is what can be done, sir. This can be done in PDF format for the students, sir. So we can go for mock test series, and this series we will ensure that this series conforms to the NTA real examination pattern, the paper that are actually asked. So we do not want something to be very, very difficult just for the sake of difficulty. We will make a useful and very, very relevant mock test series and provide it to you. Yes, sir. This is a documented data. So these are the massive open courses जो होते MO MOOC कहते हैं इनको। इसमें सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये how to keep students sitting for more than 15 minutes, and that becomes your attention span. And that is why I told you, fix 2 to 5 p.m. Fix 2 to 5 p.m. That is the time for NEET entrance exam. बिल्ड योर सर्कैडियन रिदम कि इसमें तो मुझे 3 घंटे का पेपर करना ही है। इससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता ये पेपर आपने पहले किया हुआ है कि नहीं किया। इससे हम ये देखना चाह रहे हैं कि आप 3 घंटे बैठ के पूरा अपने आप को कंसंट्रेट कर पा रहे हैं कि नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। दैट इज अ वेरी, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्ट्रेटेजी। और पूरा जो डेली रूटीन है, वी हैव दिस टॉपिक फॉर अ सेपरेट वेबिनार अगेन। NEET, whoever may say anything, this is in all subjects. Primarily it has to be NCERT and NCERT alone. So see, no knowledge is bad. So many students say, sir, if I know this, then is it bad? No, I am not discouraging any knowledge here. No knowledge is bad. अगर आपको पता है कि घोड़े की पूंछ में कितने बाल हैं और आपने गिने हुए हैं 15 साल लगा करके, I don't have a problem, but it is not going to come in the entrance. Right now you have a career defining exam in front of you. Prepare according to the exam. आपने NEET entrance देना है, PhD नहीं. So there will be plenty of opportunities. When you clarify the NEET entrance exam, you go to medical college, you will read the same malaria that is given in NCERT in 300 pages. Are you getting my point or not? So you will read about ECG for 6 months, but that is not required right now. Try to understand, I am 12th passed student. This is my education qualification. I am being judged on my 11th and 12th knowledge, and there is a pretty straightforward entrance examination NEET, which is largely from the NCERT. So if 86 questions are from NCERT, I will prepare for 86 questions rather than 4 that are out of the NCERT. And even if I prepare a lot, it may still happen that out of these 4 I may not get 2 or 3 that I have studied from. So right now the smart strategy, the effective working that sir pointed out, working should be effective. And when you look at the efficiency, then you talk about output divided by input. That is how you calculate efficiency. You calculate the efficiency of a motor engine. You calculate the efficiency of aerobic respiration in your cell respiration chapter. You see what is the input, what is the output. So this efficiency right now is centered around your NCRT textbook, and plus the very important test series that will give you a practice and will again and again point you that what are the things that you need to work upon. There is a huge amount of abracadabra available on the internet. Am I right? Everybody is having an opinion. I told you that as of 14th June, so today is 14th June, probably it would be 3:45 p.m. if I am right. We know that the exam is not cancelled. Again, I am saying this, the exam will happen. So पहली ये एंजाइटी हटाइए कि एग्जाम कैंसिल होगा कि नहीं होगा, नहीं होगा. नंबर 2, the date is 1st of August, and as sir said, अगर ये 1st of August से for example 29th of August को हो जाता है, तो these 28 days I should be in a position, because I have worked for 1st August, I would be in a position to score better than the other students. नहीं तो सारे students के सामने ये problem आएगी जो सर कह रहे थे, उसको ध्यान रखना. They will keep on waiting for the postponement, and suppose the date comes on 29th of August, and then this is known, say for example on 15th of July, again you are remaining only, you have got only 6 to 7 weeks. Again there will be a problem कि अब कैसे शुरू करूं. इसलिए आज से शुरू कीजिए. 1 अगस्त डेट है आज की तारीख में, 1 अगस्त डेट है, 1 अगस्त के लिए तैयार कीजिए. आपको अगर 10-15 दिन और मिल जाते हैं, 1 महीना और मिल जाता है, तो आप बाकी बच्चों से कितने आगे होंगे अपनी इस मेंटल एटीट्यूड की वजह से, क्योंकि आपने ये काम आगे किया. और 90% ऑफ दी स्टूडेंट्स यहां पर स्टक हो जाएंगे, इस टाइम पे कुछ नहीं कर पा रहे होंगे जब तक डेट नहीं आएगी. और यही वो टाइम है. हर एक आदमी के सामने दिन में 24 ही घंटे हैं, आपने उसे कैसे यूटिलाइज करना ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. व्हाट मुकेश अंबानी डज विद हिज 24 आवर्स एंड व्हाट एनके शर्मा डज विद हिज 24 आवर्स क्रिएट्स दी ऑल द डिफरेंस. वी बोथ हैव द सेम लिमिटेड अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम, और वो जिन एक्टिविटीज में लगाते हैं शायद मैं नहीं लगा रहा, इसीलिए वो जो सक्सेस का जो पैरामीटर है, यू कैन इजीली अंडरस्टैंड द प्रॉब्लम इज हियर. और इसी को डिसिप्लिन कहते हैं. बहुत से बच्चे इस काम को नहीं कर पाएंगे, और आप ना चाहते हुए भी इस काम को करिए. This is the pain of discipline that you have to take. You will not have the pain of regret later on. So these are the two things that I am absolutely sure, and this is what we will work with.